if you listen to the bluster of the Trump regime, then you would think that Trump had obliterated Iran's nuclear sites, but this just isn't true. Even the US intelligence report, reported by multiple institutions, noted that at best the Iranian nuclear program was set back by a year, and at worst it was only 1 to 2 months. You also had the fact that it is very clear that in spite of the spectacular nature of them, the US's strikes did not damage the Fordo nuclear facility as much as America first claimed. And in the case of Israel, they categorically failed in their aims, because Israel clearly wanted regime change. You saw the videos put out by Netanyahu, them activating the son of the former Shah of Iran as the new potential leader. And there was also an article about a leaked recording of an Israeli military official telling an Iranian military official that him and his family were going to be targeted unless he posted a video of him condemning the regime. And this was given to multiple commanders, and yet we didn't see any of these videos. There wasn't mass revolutionary uprising in Iran, because whilst people in Iran may disdain the regime, they are much wiser than just believing that America and Israel are going to bring freedom, peace and prosperity, because across the Middle East, especially in the case of Iraq, but also in places like Egypt, Bahrain, Tunisia and so many others, the West have shown that they don't favour democracy, but rather dictators who carry out their foreign policy goals in the region. So whilst there may have been assassinations of senior figures, the Iranian government remains intact, and it looks likely that they could still build a nuclear weapon very easily, because the US doesn't know where Iran's enriched uranium actually is. They have other facilities that weren't targeted, and as I say, Fordo does not look as destroyed or obliterated as Trump first claimed. And there's a good article in Foreign Policy if you want to read it here, and what the author talks about is how actually the agreement regarding Iranian nuclear proliferation made by the Obama regime did far more to limit Iran's nuclear program than these attacks did. So why are people acting as if this was some kind of major victory for Israel and the US? If anything, don't these kind of attacks show to Iran that it needs nuclear weapons? Because if it doesn't have them, Israel and America will continue to feel that they can attack it again and again. But also, who knows if this is really over? Iran showed that it can still strike Israel. Yes, they fired less missiles towards the latter days of the so-called 12-day war, but these missiles were very effective, and they were clearly managing to evade Israeli air defenses. So perhaps this isn't the end.